we're doing Catwoman.
Hey, bro, easy. Hold on a minute. Wait. It's not worth it, you understand?
I say that, knowing full well it'll probably be at the bottom of the list forever.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know that for certain. Maybe there is something worse than this, but I really, really doubt it.
It makes him irritable, among other things.
Okay, so the plot of the movie is basically that Halle Berry is not Selena Kyle. It's a totally new character named Patience Phillips.
What are you doing? Don't ever do that again.
And she is a makeup designer or something like that. The movie feels like it was written by like a 13-year-old boy who's never seen a comic book movie except maybe Spider-Man. Because what happens is Patience Phillips dies. She drowns after learning that the people who run her company are evil, basically.
And with what we stand to make from consumers demanding their fix, I can live with it being addictive.
That won't happen if they keep using it. And we'll make sure they do. Because that's where the money comes from.
But after she drowns, then some ancient Egyptian cat god or something, probably Bast, right? But, it doesn't explain anything, breathes life into her mouth, I guess, and gives her the powers of a cat.
Catnip.
That has nothing to do with Catwoman from the comics. She doesn't have powers. She's just a really good thief.
Girl, please. I'm never not stealing jewels.
That happens to dress like a cat.
Isn't eating a banana a little cliche?
Says the cat burglar in the cat costume.
I mean, the plot practically tells itself.
You are a Catwoman.
Well, let's see. What does actually happen? I don't know. Yeah, I'm killing it here, right?
You hear that? It's called silence.
Using those cat powers, she infiltrates the company she works for already to reveal that their bosses are evil, but she also steals jewels and stuff because, Catwoman is a cat now who I guess likes shiny things. I don't know. Let's just start talking about the problems.
It's not gonna work out, Sal. Please, Patience, you never think it's gonna work out.
Because it doesn't.
First thing I wrote in my notes was, so bad, it's bad.
I'm sorry. What was that? Allergies?
Because sometimes things have that so bad it's good quality, but I really don't think this has that. Oh, except at a couple points, and those points are very specific. One is, anytime Selena starts acting like a cat, that's pretty funny, just in how bad it is, and how stupid, and how unlike the actual character it is. I mean, Selena was cat-like. I mean, that's part of her character, but she was never a cat.
So, what's up? Nothing. Just fixing a little snack.
And that's something that I think Halle Berry goes right up to the edge with and over until it's just ridiculous nonsense. And it's hilarious to me, because I enjoy watching train wrecks of a movie, but this is too much. It's too bad. It's everything about it is wrong. To the point that it's just nonsense and really hard to watch because the editing is just non-stop jump cuts and happening at such a fast frequency, it's hard to say what else is going on in any scene. You can't slow down enough to absorb anything. It literally gave me a headache. I'm not joking.
This time I refuse to let you sabotage a good thing. If it's broke, fix it.
I kept having to look away, and I'd write more things in my notes just as an excuse to look away from the screen for a bit, to rest my eyes just for a moment.
I'm sorry for every second I wasted.
It's twice as bad anytime there's anything action related, any fight scene or dance scene or a basketball bit for a bit. The editor decided that's when you go jump cuts at twice the frequency. We need to give people seizures. That's how you know you made a good movie, is how many people you literally kill with it.
If you don't have an identity, why keep it a secret?
Because you killed me.
Well, the editing is the last thing you do when you're making a movie. And usually in editing, that's where bad movies can at least be made a little bit better. So they're not as bad. The audience can digest it a little easier. But this, it's they failed that so hard. It makes what would have been a really bad movie even worse. It's strange. I've never seen anything like it, almost. Maybe that's what they were going for. At least it'll be unique.
Exactly.
Grrr. This movie movie so bad, I'm just so angry.
If you have evidence, then how come I'm not in cuffs?
But even though the editing is like what really stands out as the worst thing in this movie, it's important to note that everything else in this movie is also wrong and terrible.
It's disease in a jar. I wouldn't caulk a sink with it.
Unlike a lot of bad movies, I mean, like most bad movies, at least the good bad movies, it's a weird sentence, there's like a reason they're so bad. And you can tell that like all the actors are either like having a bad time or they at least know what they're doing. You know, they're making a bad movie, so they're like overacting the hell out of it. You get the feeling like the good actors of that movie are just acting as hard as hell, as fast as hell, so they can then get the hell out of there. Sometimes it's like the really bad actor who's there, who's like so full of themselves, is so acting so hard just because you're in this movie. It's gonna make this horrible. This movie, it kind of feels like it's the studio's fault, and they're not really doing anything to the movie. They're just like trying to rush it out as quickly as possible because this might make money. It seems like everyone in the movie knows that this is a bad movie they're making, and that they don't care. They're just like doing it, you know, like just going through the motions to do it. It just felt like everyone was just kind of really lazy about it. And that's really the ultimate problem. Like, no, the writer was just like, whatever, you know, the director was just also just like, okay, that's what he wrote, just do it like that. All the actors were like, okay, that's how you want us to do it, you know, and like they just got a paycheck and went home, and that's it. Then never looked back. But it's like because of that, because no one was there to ruin everyone's time and be like, no, this is gonna be the next Citizen Kane, this Catwoman movie with Precious Phillips, or Patience Phillips, whatever her name was. Some crazy douchebag to like make this even worse. And I think maybe that's the problem. This movie wasn't bad enough to be good, you know, in that bad way. Everything about it is wrong. It seems like it should be one of those movies that you can enjoy for how bad it is, but they somehow ruin that too. This movie somehow ruins bad movies. What? That's not possible, but this movie does it. Wow. Oh my god.
You don't understand, Sal. I wanted to cause him pain.
Okay, I wanted to recreate a conversation that me and my sister had while watching this movie. She like checked how long it was and then said, oh wow, this movie's only 90 minutes. We've been watching it an hour, but I thought it'd be almost done because it feels like it's been going on for longer. So I said, well, the worse the movie is, the longer it seems like it's going on. Well, this feels like it's been going on for 3 hours. Feel like it's been watching this movie for half my lifetime. This is Plato's allegory for the cave, except the cave is this movie. I forget who said what, really.
Your incompetence is staggering.
Huh?
Oh, there's one other thing I remember. It got so bad it's good. And that's when, right at the end, when the bad guy falls off the building, she's obviously a rag doll at first, and it just made me laugh because of how ridiculous, how bad it was. And actually, the final battle was the only thing not edited like complete garbage.
You're just a scared little girl playing dress up.
The only part of the story that felt like there was any thought actually put into it was the romance between Catwoman and this guy. And she's basically just throwing herself at him the whole time. Which is kind of annoying to me because it feels like we don't really even know anything about this guy. I kept expecting him to be a bad guy. But I think that something like that is too clever for a movie like this.
Well, that's something else.
So, final thoughts? A slow clap. For nobody. My final thought is, stick it up your butt. But yeah, this is something else. This isn't just the worst DC movies I've ever seen. This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It might be the worst movie I've ever seen. I don't know. So yeah, bottom of the list, and it'll probably stay there.
All we did was talk and play a little one-on-one. You know how to play basketball? Apparently I do. I even went Shaquille on his butt.